Gods of Egypt. Hey everybody, I'm Chad, and today I'm reviewing the 2016 movie Gods of Egypt. This film stars Nikolai Coster-Waldau, Brenton Thwaites, Elodie Yung, and Gerard Butler, and is rated PG-13. Gods of Egypt tells the story of the Egyptian god Horus, son of Osiris, grandson of Ra. The movie starts out as Horus is about to become king of Egypt, when his uncle Set, king of the desert, shows up and murders Osiris and steals the crown of Egypt. Now Horus, blinded by Set, is banished to the desert and must find a way to end Set's reign of terror. There is also the story of a mortal man, Bek, who is fighting for freedom and true love. One of my problems with this movie is that although they do have a mortal man's story, it really is overshadowed by the story of the gods. After a few minutes into the film, I was thinking this might be like Clash of the Titans or the more recent Immortals, both of which were inspired by Greek mythology. But in those films, even though the gods play a part, it's really the human main character that affects change in the story. In this film, I definitely feel that it's the less relatable god character that is at the center of the story, and therefore, the movie is less engaging. This movie does feature a lot of great special effects, and is generally well done. The action scenes do tend to last a bit longer than they need to, but all in all, it tends to flow pretty well. One other thing I want to mention is that Gerard Butler as Set is the only person in the film with a Scottish accent. It seems a bit out of place. The only way I can make sense of it is to say that because he's the king of the desert, that's the desert accent, but it really doesn't make much sense to me. I usually try and do these reviews right after watching the movie, so it's still fresh in my mind, but it doesn't always happen. It's been a few days since I watched this one. I've got to say that it wasn't terribly memorable, and I have to put a bit more thought into this than I usually do. So taking that into account, along with the general lack of engagement in the story, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this movie a 6. It might be worth watching once.